Ever wondered how long to cook an 8-pound prime rib? It's a question that haunts many home cooks. This culinary conundrum can make or break your dinner. Cooking times for prime rib roast can be a bit of a mystery, especially when you're aiming for that perfect medium rare finish. And let's face it, there's nothing quite like a well-cooked prime rib to steal the show at your dinner table. So let's put those uncertainties to rest. Today, remove all your cooking time doubts once and for all. Before we dive into the cooking time, it's crucial to prepare the prime rib correctly. Whether your prime rib is frozen or fresh, you'll want to ensure it's at room temperature before you begin. If it's frozen, thaw it safely in the refrigerator. This may take a few days, so plan ahead. Once thawed, or if starting with a fresh cut, pat the prime rib dry. This is an essential step as it helps create that mouth-watering crust we all love. Next, season it generously. You can't go wrong with a classic blend of salt and pepper. Don't be shy, give it a good rub so that the entire cut is well coated. While you're working on your prime rib, don't forget to preheat your oven. Set it to a roaring 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that the prime rib is prepped and the oven is preheating, we're ready to move on to the cooking process. With our prime rib prepared and our oven heated, it's time to cook. The cooking process involves 2 stages, and the first is all about searing. We're going to sear the prime rib at a sizzling 450 degrees for a quick 15 minutes. Searing locks in those rich, savory flavors and gives the outer layer a beautiful, appetizing crust. Now, let's move on to the second stage. After searing, we're going to reduce the oven temperature to a gentle 325 degrees. This is where the magic happens. The prime rib will continue to cook at this temperature for roughly 11 to 12 minutes per pound. So for an 8-pound prime rib, we're talking about 1 hour and 30 minutes to 1 hour and 36 minutes of cooking time. Remember, these are just guidelines. Always use a meat thermometer to ensure your prime rib reaches the desired internal temperature. Cooking is only part of the process. Resting the meat before serving is just as important. Let's talk about that. After the prime rib has been cooked to perfection, allow it to rest for at least 15 minutes before you start to carve. This resting period is crucial as it lets the juices redistribute throughout the meat. The result? A prime rib that's moist, flavorful, and sure to impress your guests. With these steps, you're now equipped to cook a perfect 8 lb prime rib.